Hello to the wonderful Dynamics 365 and Power Platform community. Welcome again into my YouTube series, Effective Strategies for Dynamics 365 Marketing. Yet again on a Thursday. This is volume 5. We are going to learn about segments today. I'm Deepesh Samani, Business Applications MVP, MCT, author, and co founder here at Dynamicity. Let's quickly get into action, guys. In case you want to reach out to me, please feel free to get in touch through all these mediums. If you are into learning through videos, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Power of D365. I recently completed my season 1 of podcast Power Advice, second QR code up there. If you are into blogging and you'd like to learn through blogs, you can reach out to my blog and follow it dynamicsofdynamicserum.com. 400 plus blogs for your learning there. Social networking, professional networking, you can reach me on LinkedIn as well. Feel free to scan the fourth QR code and reach me on LinkedIn. If you want to follow my tech tweets, you can follow me on Twitter as well, the last QR code there. So let's get introduced to Dynamics 365 segments now. What is a marketing segment? It is basically a collection of contacts that we use to target in our customer journey. Now, what is a customer journey? We're going to talk about customer journey in the coming volume of the effective strategies to use Dynamics 365 marketing. However, I'll just tell you a simple example. Let's say I want to send a marketing email out to a lot of customers, and then individually they need to have a personalized experience based on what they are doing in interaction to that email. I want to do some other things. That's what you do with a customer journey. But before you go and create a customer journey, we need to segment our customers that we are targeting. In some cases, you will target all the contacts, and then you might not require the segments at all. You will just put a segment with all the contacts in. In most cases, however, you will choose your target based on certain demographic, based on firmographic, behavioral data, or some other considerations that you might have. So that's what we do with the Dynamics 365 marketing segments. Now we will look at the categorization of segments. There are basically two kinds of segments that you can do. One is dynamic segment and another is a static segment. Let's quickly try to understand both of these. Alright, so let's understand when we'll use which one. So dynamic segments, as the name suggests, use logical expressions. So one example of a dynamic segment can be all the contacts in New York, I am targeting them for a sale and sending out a marketing email. Similarly, I can utilize static segments. Static segments are predominantly used in scenarios where I am as a salesperson or as a marketer having knowledge on which particular context to target, and that has to be maintained by me. So this is typically for offline interactions. I will create a static segment where it is not getting maintained by the application. In other places, I'll go ahead and create a dynamic segment. Where can I go and manage and create my segments? I can go under marketing, customers, grouping, and then I have segments. It will open a standard list view where we can search, sort, filter, create, and delete our segments. You can create a new segments or you can click, which is called a segment template. There's a concept of a segment template as at play as well. And we'll have a look at that when we do the demonstration. Let's talk about segment templates now. So over a period of time, you can end up creating certain segment templates of your own, which you might want to reutilize when you are creating another segment. Some examples are mentioned in this particular screenshot on the slide. Attended a session, attended an event, basic interaction segment, basic profile segment, birthdays today segment. So these are generic ones which make sense, right? So let's say I want to send a birthday emailer out or send a voucher to my contacts who are having a birthday today. So these kinds of segment templates you can pick from, you can select it rather than starting from scratch. However, you can also start from scratch if you want. So let's quickly get into a demo mode to go through segments now. Alright, the time that we normally wait for, demonstration mode. So here under my Dynamics 365 for Marketing app, you can see that I have under customer segments and which are already preloaded, and there are no segments as such. So I'm going to click one and create one. So new dynamic segment or new static. I have already explained what these both ones mean. In my demonstration, I'm going to take up the case for dynamic segments. I'm going to click new dynamic segment. The first pop-up I'm going to get is pick a segment template. So we also discuss what is a segment template. I'm not picking any of these ones which are appearing on the screen, and I'll click on skip because I want to start from scratch. And here I have one. So now what I'm going to say, contacts from NY, and then I'm going to say add a query block, and in the attribute for contacts I'm going to pick address and city equals New York, right? So as soon as I do that and save, you're going to see that this particular segment is going to be saved up in a draft mode. How do I find that? Under general tab, you can find all the details of when this particular segment was created, and what is the current activation status of this particular segment. Now, if I want to utilize it anywhere, including customer journeys that we are going to learn in the next volume, and you have to look at the next volume for learning that part, you will have to make it live. So you'll click on go live. Of course, it checks for errors. You can explicitly check for errors as well, and that's the way that the segment is checked and passed for the error check, and then I can utilize it in my coming customer journeys, right? So this is the way you can create a dynamic segment. Now let's go and try and create a static segment as well. So I'll again click on segments, click on new, click on static segment, and when you create a static segment, the experience is a bit different. You get a quick create. Right behind me you can see a quick create, so I'm just going to call it static segment example, because I'm just going to add context on my own. You wanted to give a description and then do a save and close. As soon as you will do the save and close, you will be loaded up with the same form. However, what you're going to get is the ability to add your own members. Under general, you will again see the same status like draft, but under members you have to go and add your particular contacts one by one. So either you can add the contacts through manual ones, like you can go and search for your contacts. So I will search for certain ones. So okay, here I have Abby and I can add Abby in here, or you can still go and add by query. Another way you can add your contacts is add by query. So it will again load you a filtered one. So you can say address 1 city equals, this time let me say Redmond, and say fine. If it finds something, it's gonna show it up here. There's nothing in this particular data set, so I didn't get anything, and then I can add by query. What's good about segments is you can also remove by query. So I can go and say remove by query, and then I can say, okay, I want to basically remove everything where the name field, the first name starts with A. I just added Abby's record over here, right? So let me just find a first name field down there. So here is my first name field, and you can type in as well, which is great. And then I can say begins with, and then I'm going to type in A, right? And then say find. So it found that, okay, there is one here. So I will just say remove selected. In this use case, which I'm doing in the demonstration, there's not much practicality to the thing, but imagine if I had few hundred contacts out there, this was so useful to me. So I hope you were able to understand both dynamic and static segments through this demonstration and the video. I hope my video was useful to you. All the ways to connect with me on this particular slide. Power 365 as usual, guys. See you next Thursday. Till then, stay safe, keep learning, keep going.